As part of the continuous cooperation between the United States and the state of Kuwait, a delegation from the U.S. State Department paid a visit to the Ministry of Information. The aim of the visit was to deliver a training course to some media members concerning how to face extremism and terrorism that the whole world faces. Hiba Abdurrahman was there and has this report.
In a significant step to face and encounter the extremism that the region faces these days, a delegation from the U.S. Foreign Affairs Ministry gave a training course to some of the employees of the Ministry of Information who are involved in the media.
Very pleased to be here today with Assistant Undersecretary Tariq al-Mizram and Assistant Undersecretary Mohammed Al-Awash to really continue the partnership between our two countries on countering violent extremism. This particular discussion has to do with talking about how we counter messages from violent extremist groups like Daesh in social media, online media, and I think we have a lot to learn from each other in continuing this battle space of ideas.
This is actually an exchange of ideas, and we want to link up and sync up with our Kuwaiti colleagues and friends and coalition partners. So the purpose is to see where we are in our efforts to counter Daesh messaging. We want to see where we are and how to go forward with this and how we can both learn from one another. You know, we had an excellent conference here to start the process in October in Kuwait. So the Kuwaiti government is in the forefront of anti-Daesh messaging. We're very happy to be.
Today we're here in Kuwait to really celebrate the partnership that exists in countering violent extremism between the United States and Kuwait. First of all, we know that in October of last year, Kuwait helped launch the International Coalition Against Daesh, or ISIL, particularly focusing on the media component and how to defeat Daesh in the electronic and the virtual battlefield. So today we're going to focus on that. We're going to talk a little bit about social media skills. We're going to have an exchange of ideas with our Kuwaiti counterparts. And then we're going to talk specifically on how Daesh uses social media and how governments, the United States government, the Kuwaiti government, other members of the coalition can use social media and other technology to take the fight to Daesh. There's actually a long history of cooperation between the state of Kuwait and the United States of America. I think this is just a new chapter in that cooperation. We obviously have had a long cooperation in military cooperation, political, economic, commercial cooperation, and also in counterterrorism. Today, though, we're focusing specifically on countering violent extremism. We're going to talk a little bit about the root causes, and then we're going to get more specific and talk particularly about the threat that Daesh poses to the region and really to the entire world.
Ministry's Undersecretary Tariq al-Mizram, along with a number of assistant undersecretaries and employees of the ministry, in addition to officials from the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait, inaugurated the training course.
A new chapter of cooperation between the United States and the government of Kuwait, represented in the Ministry of Information, has started today with this critical and urgent training course to face the extremism in the region. From the Ministry of Information, I am Hiba Abdurrahman reporting for English News.